2025 Women's Rugby World Cup is shaping up to be a battleground of ambition and strategy, where every team is vying for a shot at glory. But here's where it gets controversial. The stakes are so high that even reaching the quarterfinals feels like a minimum requirement for success. Let's break down the key players and what makes this tournament a fascinating clash of talent, tradition, and evolving rugby philosophies. First up, Samoa, a team known for their relentless physicality. Their return to the World Cup stage is a spectacle in itself. But will their signature style hold up against the tactical evolution of modern rugby? Critics argue that their aggressive approach might struggle against faster, more adaptable opponents. Yet as any rugby purist knows, the Islanders have a knack for turning games on their head when it matters most. Meanwhile, Wales is undergoing a leadership overhaul under Sean Lynn.
After a disappointing Six Nations campaign, the team is determined to prove they've turned a corner. New leaders, new energy, but will this be enough to elevate their game? The question isn't just about tactics, it's about identity. Can Wales redefine themselves as a consistent force in world rugby? Or will the pressure of expectations crumble their progress? The USA Eagles, once a dominant power, were fighting to reclaim their former glory. Sione Fukafuka's team embodies the spirit of hope springs eternal, but how realistic is that hope? With a roster full of raw potential, they're a team to watch, but also a cautionary tale. Will they rise to the occasion, or will the gap between promise and performance prove too wide? Then there's New Zealand, the defending champions. Brimming with pace, pizzazz, and a hunger for a seventh world title, they're the gold standard. Yet, even the All Blacks aren't immune to scrutiny. Can they maintain their dominance in a tournament where parity is on the rise? Some argue that their reliance on experience might clash with the youth-driven strategies of emerging teams. Fiji, the swashbuckling Islanders, are entering what many call the pool of death. Will they die wondering or rise to the occasion? Their flair for the dramatic and fearless play style make them unpredictable, but is unpredictability enough to secure a spot in the knockout stages? This is the part most people miss. Fiji's success hinges not just on talent, but on their ability to adapt under pressure. Finally, Canada, once seen as underdogs, now a team with belief and talent. Their journey mirrors the broader evolution of women's rugby, from underestimation to rising confidence. But can they capitalize on this momentum? The Canucks have the tools, but the question remains. Will they play with the composure of a contender, or the nerves of a team still finding its footing? So, who will make the cut? Who will fall short? The 2025 Women's Rugby World Cup promises drama, heartbreak, and moments that will define legacies. And this is the part most people miss. The real story isn't just about the final standings. It's about how each team's journey reflects the sport's global growth. Which team do you think will rise above the rest? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's spark a conversation.